We witness a mature Eleanor, Covey sitting on the beach, taking in the crashing waves. Byron discusses his mother, surfer, and black physician at a school's career day. Benny is at home, staying away from her brother's phone call, because his mother Eleanor struck her head while submerged in the water. Byron is clapping. At the hospital, the doctor informs Eleanor that she has a brain tumor. As Byron and his mother get closer, she threatens to fight for what she believes is right. In the next scene, Benny is rushing to the reading of his mother's will. It's been 8 years since Benny last appeared. Eleanor gives them a flash drive with a video of her discussing her early years, which they must view together. When they first meet, their mother explains that Eleanor isn't actually her name and that she isn't an orphan. She opens up about her life before becoming Covey. Covey's father, Lynn, has a gambling problem, but her parents appear content. Covey is kept away from Gibbs by Lynn, who secretly dates and adores him. Gibbs is headed to London and wants to take Covey with him. Upon the arrival of a hurricane, Covey and Gibbs go training together. They become entangled in the current. She felt as though she was going to die when she was taken away from Gibbs and Bunny. When her father arrived, she felt pressured to swim to land. Gibbs' near-death experience is attributed to Lynn, who cautions him against spending time with his daughter. Lynn's and the family's shop were destroyed by a fire and storm. They discover that the fire in the shop was not an accident. They went after the ship. Covey attacks her father for being an alcoholic and gambler and for derogatorily referring to her mother. Pearl consoles Covey, who is distraught since her father is still upset about her mother's departure. When Lynn isn't around, Little Man shows up at Covey's house and makes an attempt to attack Covey. He informs her that he owns the family business and that Covey is free to act however he pleases in order to keep it operating. After the incident, Covey confines herself in the room until her father returns home, shaken. When she confides in her father about what transpired, he informs her that he approved of Little Man's meeting with her and is organizing her marriage to Little Man, Clarence. Lynn claims that their marriage is the only means by which he may be freed from their debt and have everything protected. Gibbs is told to come to London with Covey that night after she tells him about her father's arrangement with Little Man. She attempts to devise a strategy to weather the storm because she doesn't want to leave her father behind or risk them killing him. They make love on the beach beneath the moonlight after Covey confesses her love to Gibbs. Pearl is criticized by Covey for not thinking of a way out of her marriage and for attending the wedding by making a black cake. At last, she receives a wake-up call and realizes that nobody can save her. On her wedding day, Covey informs her father that she is dead to him due to the union. He seemed to be feeling some remorse for what he had done to her. Even though Pearl despises the color lilac, Covey discovers that she baked a black cake with it during the wedding reception. Clarence, Little Man at some point, Henry begins to foam at the lips and cough before collapsing. Covey flees as everyone comes to his aid. She throws off her wedding gown and plunges into the sea, swimming as far as she can to a cave. They decide to give up looking for Covey, and that Covey is a suspect in murder, the police inform Lynn. Lynn was beaten up by men and Little Man's brother. They put Covey's life in danger. At the beach where they would swim, Bunny finds Covey and tells her what transpired. Along with Covey's clothing, food, and cash, she also delivers information on where to stay in England. Covey is informed by Bunny that she need not worry about her father any longer and that she is now free and will never be able to return. Bunny informs Covey that Gibbs and everyone else must believe she has passed away, and they exchange a heartfelt farewell. Covey sets out for London on a ship. After arriving in London under the alias Sioventina, Covey meets Eleanor, Ellie, her roommate. For more, subscribe.